All right, let's talk about something that I know keeps home care agency owners up at night. You've worked so hard, right? You spent months, maybe even years, building this amazing team of caregivers. And then things slow down. The phone isn't ringing off the hook anymore. And suddenly, your most important asset, your people, might start looking elsewhere. So, what on earth do you do? So here's the game plan for this explainer. We're going to look at what we're calling the retention dilemma. Then we'll walk through 4 solid strategies, being radically transparent, using purposeful transitional tasks, flexible scheduling, and continuous development. And we'll wrap up by talking about your agency's greatest asset. Pretty straightforward. So let's just frame the problem here. The home care business, you know this, it has its ups and downs. That's just the nature of it. But when you have poured so much time, energy, and money into finding and training incredible caregivers, the idea of losing them during a slow patch, well, it's not just stressful. It's a huge risk to the future of your entire agency. I mean, come on, this is the big one, isn't it? It's the question that probably pops into your head at 3 a.m. You've got this all-star team, ready and waiting, but if the work isn't there, you can't blame them for wanting to find something a little more stable. It's a totally real and, honestly, a kind of scary problem to have. And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. This is not a wait-and-see kind of situation. You can't just cross your fingers and hope things pick up. It's all about being strategic. It requires a real plan, and that plan has to put your people first. So let's see what that actually looks like in practice. Okay, strategy number 1. And this might just be the most important one of all. Radical transparency. Because honestly, everything else we're going to talk about today is built right on top of this. It's all about trust. If you don't have that, the best laid plans can completely fall apart. The magic word here is proactively. See, uncertainty is like a poison for morale. If your caregivers feel like they're being left in the dark, what's the first instinct? To start polishing up their resume, right? Radical transparency gets rid of that guesswork. It shows them you respect them enough to just be straight with them. So, how you say it is every bit as important as what you say. This is not about just dropping a bomb of bad news. No, it's about being proactive, getting out in front of the rumor mill. It's about being honest, don't sugarcoat it, but it's also about being empathetic, showing them you get that this is stressful for them too. And then you pivot to the positive. Here is our plan to get through this together. All right, let's roll into our second strategy, which builds right on that foundation of trust we just talked about. Once you've been open and honest, you can start to reframe this whole situation. This isn't just a slow period. It's an opportunity for your agency to get stronger from the inside. This idea of transitional tasks is, well, it's brilliant. We're not talking about just creating busy work to keep people occupied. No way. We're talking about strategically assigning tasks that keep your best people engaged and, importantly, earning a paycheck, while at the same time helping your agency grow. It is a total win-win, especially when you think about how crazy expensive it is to rehire and retrain people later. Just think about it like this. It's a pivot. Normally, a caregiver is totally focused on client care. That's their primary job. But in this transitional role, they become agency builders. This doesn't just help the business, it gives them a deeper connection to it, making them feel like they're a real part of the agency's overall success. And listen, these are not some pie-in-the-sky ideas. These are real, concrete things they can do. Maybe it's finally tackling that mountain of paperwork in the office. Or, hey, what about empowering your caregivers to be marketers? They are your best brand ambassadors. Have them go visit some local doctor's offices or community centers. And here is a fantastic little tip. If one of your caregivers goes out and their marketing effort actually brings in a new client, reward them. Give them a small bonus or an incentive. This does more than just say thank you. It directly connects their work to the agency's biggest need, more clients. It gives them real skin in the game. Okay, our third strategy is so simple, but man, it is so powerful. During these slower times, showing flexibility is a huge sign of respect. It shows your caregivers that you see them as human beings with lives, not just as slots on a schedule. Really, this all boils down to one word: accommodation. Just letting caregivers pick up the shifts that actually fit their personal schedules can make a world of difference. It costs you next to nothing, but it sends a powerful message that you value them and you're willing to work with them. That's how you build the kind of loyalty that money can't buy. And that brings us to our final strategy. And it's a big one. Use this downtime as an investment period.
an investment in your team's most valuable asset, their skills. This is how you make sure that when things pick back up, your agency is stronger and more capable than ever before. Look, this downtime is really a gift of time. You can finally offer that extra training to sharpen the skills they already have. Or you could expand their knowledge into totally new areas. What about offering new certifications? This stuff keeps them engaged, sure, but it also makes them more valuable, more versatile, and ready for whatever client needs come your way when business booms again. So, as we start to land the plane here, let's tie it all together. Radical transparency, purposeful tasks, flexible scheduling, continuous development. What do they all have in common? They all point to a single, powerful guiding idea. And this, right here, is the bottom line. Every single thing you do to support your team during a slow period isn't an expense. It's an investment. It's an investment in their loyalty, an investment in their skills, and ultimately, an investment in the long-term health of the agency you've put your heart and soul into building. So, I want to leave you with this one question to really think about. And look, it doesn't have to be some huge, dramatic gesture. Maybe it's just starting with an honest conversation. Maybe it's finding a new online training module, or maybe it's as simple as offering a flexible shift. So, what is it? What's one tangible investment you can make in your team this week to prove to them that they are, without a doubt, your agency's greatest asset?